everybody, my name is Davika and welcome to my channel Head in the Clouds. So today is going to be an unboxing slash chit chat video, but before we get too deep into it, I'm going to show you what we're going to be unboxing today, but I'm not going to unbox it quite yet. So I am excited to say that I am the new owner of a Best Period menstrual cup. So before we get into the unboxing, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. First of all, I wanted to say congratulations to Gaynate. She's a really amazing woman. I remember like years ago, I was a summer student at a summer student program at a bank here in Bermuda, and she at the same time was actually a graduate trainee, excuse me, at the same bank, and that's how I first encountered her. And I do remember at that time, and also actually too, I had seen her from a distance because she used to model back then and I used to model too. So I remember like just seeing her back then. She just seemed kind of cool to me. Like I liked how she carried herself, very like strong and confident. And then, you know, I had moved on to other things in life because even though I was a summer student at a bank, that was not my career choice. But I remember a few years later like seeing her book release article in our local paper here. Her book is called The Lucky Code. It's a really good book. Check it out. And from there, she just grew into this really amazing, powerful businesswoman. She went from an author to coaching authors on launching their books, and she turned that into a business coaching company, and now she's ventured into the physical product world with this menstrual cup, and it's just really been exciting to just like watch all the things that she does and how she goes at it. She's a fellow Virgo, so yeah, it's just it's really cool. Congratulations, Gaynate. I'm so very happy for you. Okay, so now that all that celebration is over, I wanted to talk a little bit in the chit chat part about periods. And I wanted to talk about that with the unboxing because honestly, my period and I are not buddies at all. I'm just gonna say it. And it's always really tough for me because I see a lot of things on the internet about like being zen about your period and having your period being something that's like natural and you should enjoy it and it connects you to your womanhood and mother nature and blah blah this, and I do not have that experience. For the entire time that I've had my period, I am now 32 years old. I go 33 this year actually. So since high school, having my period for like, I don't know, like a little over half my life now, it's been a horrible experience. I get really sick on like the first day of my period. I can't eat because I can't keep anything down. I'm in so much pain that like I can barely even crawl. I remember even to this day sometimes like begging my parents to take me to the hospital to be sedated because the pain is just so unbearable. And I'll be having cold sweats and hot flashes and cold sweats at the same time. Like all of this just, oh, like I do not connect with that feeling about my period. And over the years I've tried, you know, to make peace with it, but it's just been the hardest thing for me. And one thing that I did find that helped was being vegan. I'm not vegan anymore. I added fish and eggs back into my diet, but I found that when I cut out dairy, when I cut out meat and also processed foods, I noticed it did make a huge difference in my period. And I still would get sick, but it wouldn't be every month, and sometimes it wouldn't be as bad as how it normally is. Like even though I eat fish and eggs now, it's still, you know, I have some really rough months, but sometimes I have some not so rough months. Like nothing's been perfect. A few years before I went vegan, I was on birth control. I took the patch. My doctor recommended going on birth control to help with my cramps, and it really it was a game changer for me. Like I had no symptoms, like I wasn't sick anymore, and it was like, oh, really great. But I didn't want to be on birth control for the rest of my life until menopause. You know, I felt like, you know, birth control is not really a natural thing, you know, kind of messes with your hormones. Like, to each his own, you know. I'm not like against it, but I just didn't want to be on it because it does kind of mess with you when you're on it for long periods of time. And personally, like, I don't plan on having kids, but I just didn't want to be, I just didn't feel comfortable with the idea of being on birth control for like all these years of my life just to have this little bit of freedom. So I let that go. And like I said, being vegan has helped, and like certain dietary changes for me has helped. So, you know, if that's something that you experience, if you have a similar story to mine, maybe just kind of experiment with your diet a little bit. Not saying that you have to go vegan, but for me, I found like when I got rid of the dairy, when I stopped eating meat and processed foods too, like it really made a difference in my period. So let's move on to the period cup. So the next step in me getting a little bit more peace with my period life was getting into a cup. I'm like honestly sick of pads. I'm sick of tampons. I don't want to use reusable underwear because like I'm not trying to wash that out all the time. Like, no, like that's not me. And so when a few years back, when menstrual cups kind of started to become a little bit more mainstream, I was like, maybe this is something I can get used to. You know, I'm an island girl, like I'm always at the beach in the summertime. They, you know, sometimes they got to invite out on a boat, and I can see that the cup would offer a much more free experience, you know. I know, you know, they say like, you know, you can wear a tampon when you swim, but then if it's a heavy day and you can't find a bathroom, you're not at a beach with like public facilities, then you got to figure out like, what am I going to do about changing my tampon? It's too much. It's too much. And furthermore, I got tired of spending so much money every month on pads and tampons. You know, like honestly, I feel like I shouldn't even have to pay for that stuff because that's how my body was naturally made. I digress. So I decided I would get into menstrual cups. So the first cup, yes, the first cup that I tried was the Diva cup, and I have the Diva cup in both sizes. I got the large first, and then I got the small one. Even though I could have had the large, but it wasn't comfortable. So I said maybe, you know, my circumference is a little small. Maybe the smaller one might be better. I don't know. I haven't given birth to children, but you know, I was at the age range for the cup too, even though I haven't given birth. Neither of them worked. I do not like the Diva cup. I'm just gonna put that out there. I do not like it. And I tried over the years of having these Diva cups to, you know, give it another go because I really wanted to make the menstrual cup thing work, and wasn't it? So next I tried the Luna cup, and the Luna cup, I would say it was a better experience. It was definitely more comfortable for me than the Diva cup. It's a slightly different shape. I should have bought the cups to show you. It's the Diva cup is kind of like this kind of shape, but the Luna cup kind of like rounds out a little more. I don't know if that really helps, but I felt it was definitely more comfortable for me to wear, but I still struggled with it. And I did the same thing with the Luna cup. I would try it, and I don't know. It was just it wasn't as stressful as the Diva cup. It was a step up from the Diva cup, but it still just wasn't it. So I was like, let me just give this a break for now, and just stick with my pads until I figure something else out. So along comes Miss Gaynette here in 2020, well, it's 2021 now, last year in 2020, announcing that she is launching a menstrual cup product, and here we are with the best period. Now the reason why I decided to go with this is not just because I know Gaynette, and not just because I think she's a dope Black Bermudian woman and I want to support my Black Bermudian female entrepreneurs, but also because she took us on the journey of this. We saw so much behind the scenes of her working on this product, working on this launch. Like the love, the care, the attention to detail, that the Virgo-ness that she put into every bit of bringing this product to fruition is really what made me say, okay, let me try it. She was like in my DMs, you guys, like, you know, she has like tons of followers, like, you know, people engaging with her every day. And I by no means, you know, expect her to engage with me, but you know, I had responded to one of her stories sharing my experience, and then like every so often, like every, I don't know, like in here a couple of times, like throughout the process leading up to her launch, she just reached out to me and she would be like, hey, I just dropped a video on my YouTube channel with more information about cups and how to use it. And I was like, you know, she's really taken the time out. Like, she remembered, first of all, because I'm sure she's getting a ton of DMs, she remembered that she had this conversation with me, and she's coming back to that to reference it and give me tips and support me and encourage me. And that's really what got me to buy the cup. And on top of that, so the launch was actually a week ago, I think Monday gone. Today is Sunday the 17th. So I think last week Monday was the launch of the product. And I've been like watching all the reviews online, reading all the reviews, and it's getting really great reviews. So many people are talking about how comfortable it is, how easy the experience is for them, even first-time users. So like, I know everybody's different, and I'm, you know, I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but my hopes are up a little bit. So we're gonna get into the unboxing. So this is the box. Gainette is very informative. So she has hair, like I like that she has hair. Let's cut the BS, shall we? Most companies are lying to you, we refuse. The lie, it's so easy, you'll be a pro and love it on the first try. The truth, it's easy once you get the hang of it, and that may not be on the first try. So I love that she did these things. And there's the second lie on here, says that you won't feel it at all ever, and the truth says you're sticking a foreign object in your hoo-ha. Of course you feel it and when it's inserting, just like you would a tampon, but it isn't uncomfortable, and with our well-designed cup you'll forget it's there. And she has on the back here, you know, it's just some, you know, why best period. It's soft, leak-free, easy to grip, for quick insertion and removal, which was another problem that I had, particularly with the Diva cup. Free from BPA, color, latex, all other nasties. It's breathable, counter Q, comes with a hygienic storage pod. Unlike those little cloth things, this is like an actual container, so you can also clean that out as well. Travel friendly, female run, female engineered, and she also has on here the capacity. So for the size 1, it equals 3 times a super tampon, an overnight pad capacity, and a size 2 has 4 times, can hold 4 times as much as a super tampon or an overnight pad capacity. And so yeah, like that's really great, because I do find I tend to be really heavy during the first, which is another reason I really wanted a cup to work for me, because the first half of my period is pretty heavy, and I sleep, like I move around a lot in my sleep, so I tend to get leaks, and I don't wake up to use the bathroom that often. Like, unless I drink water like right before I go to sleep, I will not wake up to pee. Like, my body just does not wake up to pee. And so I wouldn't like, you know, wake up to go change a pad or a tampon. Like, I'm deep in sleep. I have these crazy dreams, so I'm like deep in a dream, and so I tend to have leakages, and so I thought like a cup would really help me with my nighttime experience. So I'm really excited to try it out for that. So yeah, like that is the packaging. Also, before we actually go to the unboxing, so there are 2 sizes, which I think most cups have 2 sizes, a size 1 and a size 2. So you can actually go on the Best Period website and do a little quiz, and it tells you what size would be the best size for you. So if you don't know, go ahead and do that. But normally what I think, like, you know, if you're like older, like in your 30s and above, or approaching your 30s and above, if you've given birth, then it's usually a 2, and if you're younger, haven't given birth, then a 1. So let us open the box. All right, so we're opening the box. Oh, There's some packaging inside. Oh, and one more bit of information, you guys. This video is getting kind of long. One more bit of information. I recently had seen her talking on her Instagram, I think, Genate, about how she made these cups a little bigger because she knew that women of color are like more likely to bleed heavier and suffer from fibroids, and so these cups are actually hold more, I should say, than the average cup out there on the market. So inside, let's see, there's some paper in here. There's a little user guide. There we go. So let's see what's in this user guide, and it's so cute. Everything is yellow. That's her favorite color. That is, if it's one thing that you should know about Genate, is that her favorite color is yellow, and everything she does has yellow in it. This is so cute. It's like a little booklet. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look. And okay, brown girl moment here. I love that the hands are brown in the demo. I don't know if you can see this really good because this ring light is bright, but there we go. I don't know, sorry. There we go, now you can see it. So she shows you like the different folds that you can do. And here's like a more detailed. This is the, there we go, the C fold. This is the push down fold. Oh my gosh, Genate, I love, oh my gosh, look, even like a little insertion. Oh, that might be a little too graphic for some of you, but it's life. It's really life. You saw this in your biology textbook, so don't act scared. Don't act brand new. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is so thoughtful. And even like how to like twist it around to, Genate. And there's a note. Oh, there's a note in there, a little thank you note for purchasing. All right, on to the actual product. So here is the cup. This is the container. It says best period on here. It's kind of like, I don't want to say engraved on here, but like that's what it is, if you know what I mean. Again, this light is like really bright. And the bottom of the cup is this. It's irrigated, which is really great. That means like it's not going to be sitting in still moist air inside the packaging. And you just push it back to open it up, and inside is the cup. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm getting excited over a menstrual cup. So look at this. So this is the cup itself right here. So I think this is like the push down fold. You literally just like push it down like that, and it makes this tulip kind of shape, I call it. Or the C fold is when you flatten it and then you go like that and you insert it. I found in the past like the push down fold is the best one for me personally, but you gotta figure out what's the best one for you. So this video is already at like 18 minutes long, so I'm gonna end this part of the video here. Actually, I'm just gonna end the video here, and actually my period is about to come on in like a couple of days, and so I am going to try out this product, and I'm gonna come back with another video to tell you about my experience using the best period cup. All right, have a good night. I will, well, it could be the time you're watching this. It's nighttime when I film this, but I will talk to you guys later, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.